Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagdatmanji's classic Learn to Live, Volume 1, The Hidden Truth. Infinite power is hidden within you. Here Swami Jagdatmanji tells us to do our work sincerely and efficiently. Sincere and hard work improves our abilities and talents. Work done in a spirit of service leads to the blossoming of our personality. Now let us listen to Swami Jagdatmananji's beautiful discussion on this important subject, the Industrious Excel. I know of a young man who worked for more than 8 hours a day and came home cheerful after the day's hard work. I never felt that his cheerfulness and happiness had declined in any way after work. He lived in a small house in a village about 3 kilometers away from his office. He had none of the modern amenities of life. He walked home after work. He spent an hour or two reading every day. Having had no opportunities to get through the portals of college, he appeared privately for examination and obtained a university degree. In his office, neither his superiors nor his colleagues have uttered a word of bitterness or anger about him. All look upon him with natural trust and respect. Knowledge leads to humility. This saying applied to him perfectly. He didn't cringe before anybody for favors. He didn't resort to any foul means to meet his needs. His was a pure spirit. He rose to a very high position in a highly esteemed organization by virtue of his efficiency, punctuality, patience, and an inexhaustible enthusiasm for his work. He was generous and helpful to those in his office, but was strict enough never to allow others to take advantage of his goodness. He was a fighter for justice too, undaunted by threats from forces of evil. Today, this gentle householder is a father of 3 children, but the man of self-control has not succumbed to any foul habit. Tireless energy, a sense of contentment proceeding from having come to the rescue of many a fellow human being, a facial expression reflecting an inner peace. These were the special features I found in him. When I met him, I asked him the following questions. What is the principle of your success in life? What is the distinctive feature of your work? How did you face the problems of life? He said, Swamiji, I don't think I have any special qualities. It was perhaps, on the whole, by God's grace. But this much I can say, my parents often told me that whatever was to be done must be done with absolute devotion and earnestness. Right from childhood, I had to carry out responsibilities. Had I not discharged those duties properly, I would have invited blame, reproach, and rebuke upon myself. Though temptations and distractions were lying in wait, perhaps fear of blame and rebuke was my driving force. Then time and again, an elderly gentleman used to tell me, if you learn the work thoroughly, you need not be afraid of anybody. True, I had heard some remark, this boy is doing good work, and that must have indirectly acted as a breeze to make my spirit take wing. About this time, it was impressed upon me that a person who has learned to perform his actions with diligence and determination develops an enormous spirit of self-confidence. His individuality, his personality takes a definite shape for the better. He gets opportunities to guide others, to help others. He develops the strength of mind not to be discouraged by failure. Naturally, the door leading to higher positions flings open. Even a small progress, a modest achievement, acts as a force to lead him forward. If pride, egotism, and arrogance Do not bog him down. Sooner or later, he gets respect and recognition from colleagues, from superiors, and from the public. They may not openly say so, but they show it in their behavior. With this, day by day, our efficiency in work goes on increasing. I put the question. I have heard that the burden of work is thrust only on those who work hard. The one who bows down gets one more blow of the fist, it is said. The one who bows down gets one more blow of the fist, it is said. He answered, It is true, Swamiji. Duties are sometimes imposed from above. But one should be prepared to bear this little inconvenience at the beginning. Though sometimes we may feel we are being crushed, if we preserve our patience, if we take it as a challenge to our perseverance and endurance, I think we are in for success, not failure. Swamiji, I evolved a philosophy of work over the years. Work is not merely labor performed to make both ends meet, but a means employed to remove the obstacle that blocks the blossoming of the pure joy that wells up within the heart. Whatever may be the occasion one pursues, work done with the utmost concentration brings contentment and joy. Salary and increments are not the only means of encouraging high standards of work and success. It is the attitude towards work and the efficiency in the execution of work that improves the standards. When we realize that excellent results attained by means of wholehearted attention ensures true happiness, we will not ignore any kind of work, however small it may be, but do our duty sincerely and honestly. I asked, does this philosophy hold good, even in the case of work which is mechanical and monotonous? While it is possible to get joy and inspiration from creative activities, is it possible to derive the same from mechanical work that is labeled as monotonous? He replied, Swamiji, I don't know if there is any work which is totally creative and is absolutely free from monotony. There is some effort and some kind of struggle behind the creative work of any genius, behind every piece of art. Anyway, it is well known that if we are not able to do an essential job satisfactorily, it leaves us in a state of dissatisfaction. The burden of not being able to achieve success has a disastrous impact on the mind. When we carry out a task well, however tedious it may be, we have a sense of peace, contentment, and relaxation. This is a common experience. Swami Jagdatmananji is asking all of us this question. Have you cultivated the habit of carrying out in the best possible manner the task assigned to you? This habit will enormously increase your strength and power. When the quality of your work improves, there should be an attendant improvement in your whole personality.